Hello again, everybody. It's Scott Casper. We continue our coverage of the sport of wrestling. This time, App State, Boone, North Carolina is our destination. The head coach there, JohnMark Bentley. John Mark, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you this morning, Scott?
Good. Thanks for taking the time. You guys closed out your regular season with a big win at home on Senior Day. Varsity Gym was the site. Talk to us about it.
Yeah, we had a good final home meet for the year. It was senior day, and we wrestled at Southern Illinois Edwardsville. We only had one senior in the lineup, our 157-pounder Aaron Scott, and he was able to go out and win the match and finish his last home match at Varsity Gym with a win. So it was pretty nice. We had six seniors, six guys that had been at the program for the last 4 years, and their families were in town, and we had a lot of alumni that came for the match, and really had a great crowd, and so it was a great day for our program.
Well, let's talk about the match in particular, and then we'll go back and take a look at your seniors who saw their first or final match, I should say, and some active, others part of the team, an important part of the team as well. But it was a match that began with a takedown and ended with a takedown. It was Dominic Parise who got the first points on the board for the Mountaineers. Talk to us about that first takedown.
Yeah, Dom, has really grown and improved over the last couple of months, and he's really improved on his feet as far as being light on his feet and being quick to his attacks, and keeping his motion on his feet, and he went out and got the first takedown and went to work and was able to secure the fall in the first period. And he's one that we look to kind of lead our team. I mean, last year he was at the NCAA tournament and was the guy that was upsetting all the top seeds. He upset the number, I think it was the fifth seed, and then maybe the sixth seed, and then or 12th seed, and then the sixth seed, and had a great national tournament, and lost in the NCAA quarterfinals, and lost in the All-American round. But I think it's made him a little more hungry, and hopefully he gets out there again this year at the national tournament. He's going to be able to get it done.
Coach, what kind of a confidence builder is that first period pin for Dom? That's got to be important mentally.
Oh yeah. I think it was obviously important for Dom, but it was really important for our team. This year we've got just such a young group that at times we just kind of we need someone to kind of go out there and lead the team and get us started off on the right foot, and it's much easier for these younger guys if they can follow someone like Parise up after he's just went out and pinned the opponent from the other team. It's a little easier to keep that momentum rolling, so it was important for Dom, but I'd say it was maybe more important for this young team.
App State defeats Southern Illinois Edwardsville at home 27-12. It was Senior Day, Sunday, at Varsity Gym. And, of course, the match, as we've talked about, it began with a pin at 125 pounds. We jet straight ahead to the heavyweights. And, well, he was down 5-4, but your heavy came back and wins the thing 6-5.
Yeah, that was really a big match for Denzel. And I'm hoping it's going to kind of, maybe start getting him over the hump, and he's actually wrestled. He's had a good year this year. He's wrestled. It seems like a lot of the top ranked heavyweights in the country. Have just kind of the way our schedule's fallen. He's met a lot of them, and he's had a lot of losses this year, but he's also had a lot of good wins. And I think Sunday was the first time that he was able to kind of battle through some adversity. He got down early, lost the first takedown. But he's able to battle back, and he got two takedowns in the last minute of the match to, secure the victory. And I think it was just huge for his confidence, just getting a win over a big opponent like that, and someone who's had a lot of success in our conference. So, I think hopefully it's going to, build some momentum for him and boost him to, have a great Southern Conference tournament and qualify for the NCAAs.
You pick up a forfeit win at 33. I don't think anybody likes to win or lose by forfeit, Coach, but nonetheless, it's points on the board for you guys. At this point, you lead 12-0. 41 goes to SIU Edwardsville, but then it was Dylan, and I look at 49 pounds Dylan Cottrell, who wins by pin. This is one of the reasons why he's nationally ranked, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he's he's a dangerous wrestler. He's seems to be he's gotten quite a few pins for us this year. I'm not sure of the number, but he has gotten several pins for the team when we've needed him to. And he's, I think he's just more than anything else, he's just been real consistent this year. I mean, he's got, he doesn't have any, real bad losses. Where maybe some guys, they may have some good wins, but also have some kind of unexpected or bad loss. He's just been real consistent. His lone loss is to Surtsas from Northwestern. Early in the year in November, and since then I think he's improved. Kind of battled through some mid-year adversity with some nagging injuries, but he's back healthy now, and really looking good and wrestling well. And we fully expect him to contend to be an All-American this year.
You pick up a decision win at 57 from Aaron Scott. He seems to be on a good roll as you head to the conference championships, and then it's Tyler Radford. We dropped 65, 74, and 84, but we go to Tyler Radford at 97, and a big decision there over Josh Wood. Can you talk to us about Tyler's performance?
Well, I think the big thing for Tyler is he had to go out after watching three guys in front of him lose 1-point matches. We lost 1 point at 65, 74, and 84. So that was something that was difficult to watch for him, I'm sure. And especially going out there, and at the time the match was still in jeopardy. I mean, we still didn't have the win secured until he won. So I think at the time we were only up by 9 points or something like that. But he goes out and gets a good first takedown and a couple sets of backs and goes and jumps out to an early lead and keeps on, wrestling hard throughout the match, and gets the win 8-5, which is really big for him also because he just rejoined our team the second semester, so his conditioning and stuff's just starting to get where it needs to be, and his confidence level's starting to get back where it needs to be, knocking a lot of the rust off of his wrestling, and so it was a great win for him, and it was there's that point that secured the dual meet win for the team as well.
4-3 in the Southern Conference. You guys moved to 2-0 against SIU Edwardsville, 6-2 at home at Varsity Gym, which is a nice statement. Tells you how important the home team and the home gym advantage can be. Now you're going to be going to Boys Creek, North Carolina to wrestle in the SoCon tournament. That's this weekend coming up. Talk to us a bit about the SoCon. It's getting tougher every year.
It really is, and with the addition of the several teams, the teams we added, 2 years ago, with the addition of teams like Campbell and Gardner-Webb and SIU Edwardsville, and the more traditional teams of the Southern Conference, the Appalachian State, the Citadel, UT Chattanooga, all those teams who have really stepped it up, and with the addition of the new teams, I mean it's with an 8-team tournament. It's a difficult tournament. I mean, there's no gimmies anymore. I mean, every one of those teams, you got to be ready to battle. And I can say, just looking ahead toward that conference meet, I think it speaks for the strength and how the conference has grown. When you look at the weight class of 165, there's the potential for there to be 4 NCAA qualifiers in our conference out of that weight class bids. So. I think that really speaks to the strength of the conference and how much it's improved, and it's really it's becoming a very competitive conference.
You say the potential. I think it's expected actually for, and we're looking to see what and who rises to the top and is looking for a trip to the NCAA championships in Oklahoma City on March 20th, 21st, and 22nd. And what a championships it's going to be. It's already sold out, Coach. You excited about that?
I am. Yeah, it's always, you go through a lot of, adversity through the year and ups and downs, and, you go through the grind of the season, and this is where you kind of things start looking up, and this is where you kind of really start getting excited, and you start focusing in on, what your goals are in March, and that's really everything that you're working for all year long. And it's just kind of start getting a little bit antsy when it gets close to March. It's just right around the corner.
Elevated camps throughout the summer, Coach. That's where it starts for a lot of these kids. They come in and they get attached to the program. They get attached to what you and your staff are teaching, and that idea of how to win App State style. Let's talk a bit about your seniors, Chris Johnson, Acton Pfeiffer, Collins Creech, which is, I put the S in the wrong.
Yeah,
I always go Colin Creeches. Anyway, Aaron Scott, Paul Weiss, and Caleb Forrest. Can you talk to us about your seniors? That you may have had one starter out of the bunch that competed on the weekend, but there's so much more than just starters.
Oh yeah, I mean, you look up and down that list of guys. One that I'm really has had just an outstanding year is Chris Johnson, and he's been a little banged up as of recent. He's missed the last two regular season matches, but we're expecting him to be back for the conference tournament at 133, and he's really made a huge sacrifice to cut back down to 133 for the team this year, and has been very competitive, and really has. I think he's the kind of the example that I'll use with this team and the younger guys is you can see where he started at and the struggles he had early on in his career and just how good he's been this year. Just kind of shows to what you can achieve if you stay with the program for the course of the 4 years. Aaron Scott's another one of those examples. Had a lot of struggles early on, but didn't quit, stayed with the program, and he's getting to see his hand raised a lot this year.
And of course Collins and Paul Weiss and Caleb Forrest are all part of it.
Oh
and
yeah,
I think it's that overall experience, isn't it, Coach? You're going to school for a great education, and you're going to get that at App State. But then there's that brotherhood and that team. And Coach, you were there as well. I mean, that's one of the great things you get from this sport: shared existence.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think that you look at Collins and Caleb and Paul and our other seniors. Acton Piper's another one. He's going to end up being a doctor. He's applying to medical school right now, and all those guys have played a very important role in the success of this team's had in the last 4 years, and more importantly, they've just grown into fine young men, and I'm proud of them. I think they're going to do great at whatever they continue to do as far as a career path goes. And I hope they're going to stay involved in our program as alumni. But they're really just good people. You list those guys, those 6 guys, more than anything else, I think they're just good people. The kind of alumni and the kind of graduates you want to bring, have leaving your program.
Time to give a tip of the cap to your assistants, Coach.
Yes, sir. Yep. Matt and Darren have, helped get these guys ready to go, and they've been, all 3 of us have been on the road recruiting hard the last couple of weeks and making sure our teams where they need to be, and so it's it's a grind. It's a grind on the assistant coaches as well as the team, and they're doing a good job at building, and that's what we're trying to do, is just build for the future.
All right, Coach, we're looking forward to the results, obviously, of the SoCon. I know you are too. It's probably doing a little more than looking forward to the results. Probably looking to affect the results. How about that?
Yes,
takedowns are going to be the order of the day, bonus points, etc. As the SoCon looked for a champion for 2013-2014. Our guest today has been JohnMark Bentley, the head coach of App State. And Coach, we appreciate all you continue to do. Your summer camps. Let's give a little plug here. Your summer camps run when?
In July. We've got our team camps coming up in July, and it's really been. We've had I think 9 teams have won their state championship so far of the teams that were at our camp last year. So out of the state tournaments that have been held so far, we had 9 state championship teams come out of our camps last year.
Performance is part of it, but results, man, that's what you look at and you go, wow. Yeah. JohnMark Bentley, always good to talk to you, brother. Again, looking forward to the SoCon, and then we'll see you in Oklahoma City as well.
Sounds great. Thanks, Scott.
You bet. Scott Casper, and that's JohnMark Bentley from App State.